All right, so in this example, we're going to do an HD147 mono connection to an original line 6 cabinet. So we're going to start by selecting 8 ohms mono on the HD147. And then we're going to take our speaker jack from the left mono output here. We connect our speaker. And then we go down to our cab. And what we need to do is select the 8 ohm mono selection, which is it's already at, and then we connect to the left mono jack. In this example, we're going to do the HD147 head to the original line 6 Vetta cabinet in stereo, and this is going to be a 4 ohm load, so we need to move our impedance selection to 4 ohms. Then what we're going to do is take the left output of the head, we're going to take that jack, then we're going to go down to the cab, and we need to select 4 ohm stereo on the cabinet, so we're going to move the selector there, and then my left output from the head is going to go to the left input on the cabinet. Then going back to the head, we're going to do the same procedure, but now we're going to take the right speaker output, we're going to take that jack, and then we're going to go back to the cab, and we're going to go to the right input of the cabinet. Alright, so in this example we're going to take a Vetta head to the original line 6 cabinet, and we're going to start with the left mono output from the head, and we're going to do an 8 ohm mono connection here, so we want to make sure that our ohm selector is set to 8 ohms. And then we're going to go down to the cabinet. We want to make sure that the cabinet selector here is at 8 ohms, and then we plug our cable into the left mono input. So in this example, we're going to do the Vetta head to the original Vetta cabinet, a 4 ohm stereo connection. So the first thing we want to check to make sure is that our ohm selection is at 4 ohms. So we move the selector to 4. We're going to take the left output from the head, and then we go down to our cabinet. We need to make sure that this is set to 4 ohms on the cabinet, and then we're going to plug the left output from the head into the left input on the cabinet. Then, going back to the head, we take our right speaker output jack, and then going back to the cabinet, we make sure we put that into the right speaker input on the cabinet. So in this example, we're going to do the Spider head, the stereo 150 head, into the Spider cabinet. And this is a stereo only head, so we don't need to worry about switching ohm loads. So we're going to take the left 8 ohm output from the head, I'm going to take that jack, and we go down to the cabinet, and we're going to plug into the left 8 ohm input on the cabinet. And you don't want to run just this configuration, because if you notice on the cabinet, if you look right below, you're going to notice it says 4 ohms mono, and that will damage this head. So you want to make sure that you use 2 cabinets here. Going back to the head, we're going to go from the right 8 ohm output at the head, take that connection down to the cabinet, we go to the right 8 ohm connection on the cabinet. Okay, so with the Spider 75 mono head, it's just a 4 ohm output. There's no connection or selector for this. So we just go from the speaker output, which is a 4 ohm load out. We go down to our cabinet, and we want to plug into the left side, because you'll notice here it says 4 ohm mono connection. So you'll want to plug in using that jack.